The digital era is evolving faster than ever. Are you equipped with the skills for tomorrow's careers?
PR Government College proudly presents an exclusive webinar on artificial intelligence and cybersecurity.
Explore emerging technologies and gain the knowledge you need to build a successful career in a digital-first world.
Join us for expert insights and real-world applications from industry leaders at Adobe, Sai Kiran Uppu and Chandani Uppuganti.
Myself, P. Lahastra, I am studying 3rd BSc Physics. It is my pleasure to introduce our inspiring speaker for today's Mrs. U. Chandani. Product Security Engineering interned at Adobe, California, USA. Her works focus on automatic threat modeling using AI agents to build smarter and more secure software systems. She is currently pursuing her MS in Software Engineering at San Jose State University, California. Specializing in the field of artificial intelligence, Mrs. Chandani U is also a very active as an AWS Cloud Captain, and it is a member of Women in Cybersecurity.
Let's welcome our first speaker, Miss U. Chandani, MS from California, to talking over the virtual flow.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. We are going to talk about two of the most important topics that is reshaping our world right now, which is AI and cybersecurity. Quick introduction before we deep dive in. My name is Chandani Uppuganti alongside Sai Kiran Uppu. We work in cybersecurity at Adobe, California. So don't worry, this is not going to be a boring session at all. Think of today's session is a guided tour. Now we are going to break down of how machines learn, how we protect these complex systems from being hacked, and how you can position yourselves to build the incredible careers around the both streams. So let's start. So let's get into the basics. What do you know by in the concept of artificial intelligence really? Basically, AI is giving the machines the ability to do the things that normally require human intelligence, like seeing images, understanding the language, reasoning, or making the decisions. Now you will hear words like AI, machine learning, and LLMs around the world. So here you can see artificial intelligence is the biggest umbrella. This is the main concept at all. And machine learning, LLMs sits inside it. Machine learning is actually how computers learn patterns from the data instead of being explicitly programmed for each and every single step. And coming to LLMs, like ChatGPT sits inside this machine learning. They are built specifically to understand and generate human text. It is also helpful to separate the buzz from the reality. You can see here there is a narrow AI, general AI, and super AI, where narrow AI is good at one job. Let's take an iPhone. You have one feature to unlock your iPhone. So that is face recognition. That only does one thing, which is the narrow AI. And coming to the general AI, human level at any tasks. So it do the research of the concepts which we are giving and all. And it is actually does not exist at all. It actually runs in the background. And super AI, machines smarter than all human minds combined. For now, that's purely theoretical, which is a sci-fi. And coming to the path of the artificial intelligence, let's start with the artificial intelligence. This is the ultimate goal. Essentially, any clever trick or a system that makes a computer act smart or simulate the human behavior is called the artificial intelligence. And the machine learning is the main road to it. So instead of humans sitting down writing the millions of code by hand, we feed the machine that data, and we let it learn the patterns on its own and find out the new one which is coming up. Coming to the deep learning, this is machine learning powered by massive neural networks that we can discuss in the further slides. And generative AI, which actually creates the new stuff like generating the code, writing the code, generating the images, conversing like a human. And so, do you guys ever think how does these models actually work? Basically, as a professor said, first it takes the lots and lots of data. Like it has multiple examples in it. Suppose let's take an example. This dog image. Let's take some examples like dog images and cat images, and our model has to find out whether it is a dog or not. So instead of giving it a guesses, we'll train the model with multiple examples, and after training, model makes a guess whether it is a cat or dog. Once it gives the a correct answer, then it will take that as feedback. If it is goes wrong, then also it takes the feedback and fix it and repeat it. So in this way, we generally train the models through machine learning. There are three types of models in machine learning, that is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. These are the basic concepts of the machine learning, which I will be discussing about it now. First one is supervised learning. It actually learns from the labeled examples. So basically, if you see the emails, whether it is a spam or not spam, that means that has a label that this email is a spam. This email, it's not a spam. That model has to predict that email is a spam or not based on the examples given to us. This has to be a it has to learn based upon the patterns, like whether it is a phishing email or advertising email, and find out which one is the legitimate email. And coming to the unsupervised learning, it actually find the hidden groups in data with no labels. Like here you can see the example, there are some circles, triangles, and squares. So it actually, instead of labeling, so here we can see this has some label, but this in unsupervised we don't have label. It generally groups up all the similar things. You can see here all the circles comes under one block, and all squares comes under and one block, and all the triangles comes under the other block. And coming to the reinforcement learning, it actually learns by trial and reward method, like training a pet. So first we'll train a dog with some rules. So if it fails to get the and suppose let's let you throw a ball, and if it gets the ball, then it take that as the higher reward and train the model. It's same like the chess game which we are doing games in laptop. So at the first step, if you put the one step, it will understand how many steps it needs to proceed to the goal next to make themselves win. So in that way, training and reward wins in reinforcement learning. Coming to the next slide. Now, how does these neural models actually work? So they use neural networks which are inspired by the human brain functions. In our brain, we do have multiple neurons which passes signals back and forth. A neural network is just like the layers of tiny mathematical neurons passing numbers to one another. And here you can see there are three layers in it. So first one is input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. So first one is input layer. It took the raw data. Like here you can see something like a number 2. Each pixel will be taken by one of the neurons. And in the hidden layer, the first hidden layer might detect some letters or shapes. The next one will find the patterns of those shapes. The next one will find the patterns of patterns. This doesn't this diagram has only 3 layers, but in reality we do have millions of layers. In the output layer, finally the output network gives an answer, like recognizing a digit 2 or determining if the statement is positive or negative. And yeah, this is all about deep learning concept of neural networks. And coming to large language models, uh, like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. These are all we generally use. But at the back end, what exactly is happening? We need to know how exactly a ChatGPT works at the background. That is a transformer architecture, which is a very frequent question in the interviews. So let's deep dive into it. LLM is actually doing one surprisingly simple thing: guessing the next word. So, do you guys know how ChatGPT is giving answers? So it actually guesses the next word instead of giving entire answer together. So we feed a massive neural network billions of parameters and huge amounts of text like books, articles, websites, code, and then we train it to predict the what next word could come. Um, if you do that on the huge amount of the scale, it suddenly looks like the model can write the essays, translate the languages, drafting the code, and answer the questions. Look at this simple example. You type the capital of France is, that's a blank. So the model guesses the next word would be the Paris, a unknown. So based upon these three words, it calculates the probability how much it could be the answer. So here you can see it is 92%. How this probability will be calculated? So basically in the LLMs, it's all about n-dimensional space. All the words keep in those n-dimensional space. It calculates the cosine similarity between the um, words and find out how much similarity it got, and it will give the next word as that. In this case, the Paris got the highest probability, and then it will fill the next word as Paris. And coming to the real chat GPT conversation, so basically when you call it large language, large refers means thousands of billions of tiny tunable settings or parameters. So uh, if you ask ChatGPT like for a dinner recipe, it is not thinking or searching. It's the memory like a human does. It's just running the exact next word prediction trick repeated in the milliseconds to generate the full sentences like this. So what can I make a dinner for with chicken, rice, and broccoli? So ChatGPT will start the word with you, and then it finds the word could, and then after it will give the you could to the model, and to find the next word, which is make. Like that it will continues until you get the final answer. And this is all about LLMs. And so how does a model actually process the words you type? So once you type the question, what happens next? So there are two main concepts. One is breaking the text into pieces. The second one is reading them all together. First one, AI does not read letter by letter or word by word like we do in normal. Generally it breaks down the text into multiple pieces. Like here you can see cybersecurity is fun. You have given the prompt, so it will divide it into multiple pieces, like cyber as one token, security as one token. Here token is nothing but a word. And the next one, the model looks actually reading one word at a time from left to right. And AI at all the tokens, and AI looks all the tokens at once and finds out the connection between every single word to figure out how they are relating to the each other. And this design is called the transformer architecture. This is what modern AI like chat gpt, Gemini is following. uh, and then you can see the context here. Like you can see the bank here. So bank means river. It could be the two possibilities. One is in the finance industry, one is the river bank. So how LLMs actually know its context? So here you can see the bank of the river. Rivers tells the word the bank is means along, I mean it comes with the river which is near to the land. So and the bank gave me the loan. The loan tells us the bank is in the finance industry. In this way, with the full context, full sentence, once LLM reads, then it finds out the context. So AI understands by looking all the pieces together, that that's a context in action. And how an LLM is built. So there are three phases. First one is reading stage, second one is practice stage, third one is feedback stage. First one, it actually reads a huge data like internet, books, grammar, facts, and reasoning. Like at the childhood, we used to uh, before, like when we are in the infant stage, we generally take one word and understand the meaning. Like that, it actually takes the grammar, facts, and reasoning. The second one is practice stage. Right after reading, the model can predict the words, but it does not know what could come the other. So human trainers show it thousands of examples for a good instruction following, like translate this to French. So it learns how to act like a helpful assistant instead of completing the sentences. And the third one is a feedback stage. Finally, real human the real human rating is necessary for the AI responses with the thumbs up or thumbs down. Based on the feedback, we actually train the LLMs with these data as well. So it could be the AI answers could be the better in the later stages. And then the current AI models are Claude, GPT, Gemini, Llama. You can try it on. I generally use Claude for coding and GPT for generic questions. And I love Gemini. Gemini will give a lot of good images, image generation, and everything. Yeah, these are the these are my top three AI models which I use daily. And this is an interesting concept which I actually like. So which is prompting. Prompting is nothing but an instruction. When you give the better prompts, you will get the better answers. How can we do the prompting better? So basically, the biggest secret is not typing the random questions into the chat GPT. Try to give the specific about it. Like the first step is to give the specific, say the role. Like instead of putting write an email, you can try, you are a marketing expert, write a short promotional email, something like that. So it will be very specific, and give the examples of what you want. So don't just tell. If you show it the three examples or four examples, it actually learns the style you want before generating. So give the context, paste the information it needs. So it made by the stainless steel, or the product is made from the plastic or something like that. So and ask it to think step by step. So instead of giving directly giving it, it will think step by step until it get a good answer, better answer. And the last step is review and refine. Don't treat the AI answers first answer as a final. Make it shorter. You can adjust the prompt, like make it shorter, change the tone to friendly, or change it to informal. Like that, you can uh, better the prompts to get the better answers. What AI models will actually do. As you all know, AI can write emails, summarizing the emails, translating, coding answers, brainstorm, and organizing the folders in your laptop and taking the actions. Beyond the text, beyond the chat GPT, like conversational AI, we do have multiple other features as well. Like it can see your images, it can hear, it can speak, which is called multimodal AI. So when you find out a model like ChatGPT, it actually sees the images which you will be pasting. It actually giving answers in your language and speak with you like an interviewer. You can use. So it understands, it combines what it sees, hears, and read to understand the better. It responds, gives the answers in text, speech, or visuals, and interacts with you very naturally. So we do have a lot of advantages with AI. We do have limitations and risks as well. So some answers it will give with full confidence, and also it may be the false positives. So that means the answer which is given by the AI sometimes yeah, is wrong. Like it may not give the correct answers along all the way. And the second one is it trains with a lot of data. It could be the biased one. So they can observe and repeated human behavior and unfair stereotypes. And also sometimes it has out of date data, like sometimes data won't be updated and it will give the outdated data. And when you paste the secrets in the chat gpt, that is not at all private. And this is the new target for the attackers.